yo, this Udi.
Yes. Freddie JB.
Stupid Dawgs.
Hey. Covert 19.
Flores on the mic. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey.
Two stupid dogs.
What?
Yo, drops the mic.
Drops like don't drop that one.
No.
You already know what's up.
Yeah, what's Udi?
Yeah, man, it's Freddie JB.
And it's Two Stupid Dogs podcast.
Two stupid dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody bark on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woof. That was a little puppy bark, you know. I'm starting off.
That was lit. That sounded like a little poodle just kind of.
We're warming up, you know.
Right.
You know.
I ain't mad at you. Anyways, you already know what time it is. It is episode 71. We back at y'all.
Yep.
Mid-coronavirus quarantine. We still doing it. We
Yeah.
still got guests. I mean, we're not.
Facts.
We're not 6 feet apart, 6 inches. He wasn't specific. All right. He said 6 something. So.
Facts. Less than 10 people.
Gina, they've been chilling. Gina.
You a snitch, first of
Gina,
all.
listen.
You are a
They've been
snitch.
chilling, and I've been trying to tell them.
Just because you in Woonsocket, nigga, nobody wants to
They've
go up
been
there.
chilling. They've been chilling. I've been trying to tell them, and they won't listen. My friends are hard-headed.
I'm less than 10 people. I'm good.
Hard-headed.
I'm good.
Well, they
having
having a girls' night after.
We are having a girls' night. That's a fact. Less than 10 people, though.
Snitch too. I'm
They've been
gonna
having
snitch
parties.
too.
Underground COVID-19 parties.
Is there anyone else you want to throw under the bus before we get started?
Rent? No, I'm playing. Oh man! Listen, we didn't even start this bottle. Like, we're not even halfway, and we're already acting up. So it's gonna be
Shot
a-
of wine.
Hey, listen. Some people drink more than others. I heard a little bit over here, but the glass is here. If y'all want to refill it, help you.
This
All
nigga
right,
really give me a
lit.
shot.
Hey, listen, I got a shot, just in case. All right. Anyway, we have the wonderful Flores here. Betty also. What's your name again? Ashley in this piece. Thank you so much for coming, first of all. Like, I
Really
actually
appreciate
hit you
it.
guys up and I was like, listen, if you guys don't want to come, I know it's everything going on. Like, I understand we can reschedule because there's been a lot going on. And a lot of people don't want to mingle and do all that. But you was like, oh, no, we still coming. I was like, oh, snap.
Yes, we are.
No way. Yes. I was like, nah, we at home. We bored. We ready. We quarantined.
Let's do something.
I'm ready.
Right,
We're
right.
in
I mean,
there.
I got the sanitizer. Hey, sir. You wanna
Don't
grab
forget
my
the
hand
Lysol,
Sanitize
please.
your balls.
Sanitizer, please.
Let's sanitize the wine bottle, everything, the glasses. Nah, we keeping it clean. You already know what it is. But yeah, I'm so excited to have you ladies here. When I first met you guys at the show, Logic was hosting. I forgot the name of the show. But your energy was amazing. Just seeing the products, and if you can see the products right now, they're actually wearing it.
Yes, it's lit.
Yeah, yes. So it's chic eyewear and swimwear. So let's just get started right away. So what is Flores? What is, you know what I mean? Like, talk to us. Like, how'd you start this? Like, the whole nine. Like, eyewear. Like, that's so dope, first of all.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? Yeah, so let's talk
Thank
about
you.
it.
Absolutely. So, Flores, it actually means be the energy that you wish to attract. So,
Well, then,
yes.
damn.
So it's not,
Got the whole mission
yeah,
statement.
yeah,
Got the whole mission statement. Professional.
we're not just selling eyewear and like swimwear. We're honestly selling like a glow. We already know you're beautiful, so we're just illuminating that for you. So,
Listen,
Yeah.
the business model. The business model.
How long did it
The
take you
mission
to think of
statement.
that? That's
honestly, it took me about like, I would say 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Three solid weeks.
Solid.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes.
Love that. All right.
So it means be the energy that you wish to attract. We're starting off with the sunglasses and swimwear. We do wish to expand. We're only dedicating our products towards women at the moment, but we do want to expand and include men. So that's coming very soon.
Yeah, 'cause
Very,
when I
very
talked to you,
soon.
I put one of those shades on. I was like, you know what? This one specifically could be unisex. But I was
That's
like, you
a
got
fact.
the men's, and I was like, some of them we can actually wear. There was one actually
Yes.
that looked really, really good. I
Yes.
still might buy it.
Yes. Some of them are unisex. We just don't like to sell it that way because we don't want to confuse our audience. That's it. So just for
Until you come out
clarity.
with the men's, and then you can have that cross unisex brand as well when you do the men's.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Understand,
Exactly.
understandable. So why the eyewear? Like, why did you want to start this? Like, you know what I mean?
You want me to?
I mean, I don't know. What else
Oh,
to
no,
say.
I got you. So honestly, I always knew I wanted to own a business starting off. So then I am the founder of Florest. This is my partner, Ashley. So yeah. So then I actually founded the organization, and I started off with sunglasses because I wanted to start off with clothing. Clothing was where I wanted to head off. I feel like I'm very creative. I'm very passionate about fashion, but it was expensive. I'm not going to lie. It's pricey. So then I saw like an entryway with sunglasses, and honestly, it's something that goes very well with your outfit. It just adds a sense of unique style, like your own representation. So it was a great entryway into the market. So it was a way to get my foot in the door, but we're just going to expand from here.
Absolutely. I like that. That's a good starting point, too. With the different colors, the different styles. You got the different shapes, the whole nine. So, I mean, how hard was it to get into this? I mean, being an entrepreneur and all, how hard was it to enter this space? I mean, I know you said clothing was hard, but was this just as hard, or was it just kind of like a little bit easier?
Yeah.
Like what was the milestones you had to come?
I would say it was difficult because it's always difficult to get started. Like you never know what is your first move. Like and even Googling it, like trying to figure it out, it's like, yo, where do I start? So just trying to figure out what's your first move, what comes next and next and next. So that was definitely the most challenging part for me, but I think it's more like just come up with everything, like throw it out there, do like what's that called, like a brainstorming session, throw it all out there and then organize it. So that's how I took upon those challenges. Like that's how I tackled it all. But in the end, I think it was much easier than clothing because you don't have to worry about sizes. There's no small, medium, and large.
But they do have the frames that are like wide. You got to do more narrow. The
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
I mean, one of the things, you just answered just now. Like, what was your, what made you settle on sunglasses in general?
Yeah.
It was, what was it just because of damn well, like, I guess clothes are a bigger market. Was it just like, all right, I like sunglasses and that's what I want to for right now?
So it was actually my starting point. I wanted to do clothing, and then I was like, you know what? Never mind. My idea is going to be Coachella accessories. Like, yep. Like Coachella vibes, all unique ass accessories, just like really unique styles, like big ass earrings, like very cool necklaces. Yeah. And then when I started looking for the inventory, I was like, all right, how am I going to start? Should I start with the earrings, the necklaces, and I fell onto the sunglasses. So I started seeing a lot of cool styles, like unique vibes. So I feel like it just gravitated towards that.
Okay.
That's really, really dope. So, ladies, so what's your inspiration? Because you guys have the different styles, the different shapes, the different colors. So, like, when you're dropping, like, a new sunglasses, like, what's your inspiration in, like, your creative process, like, when you guys do it? You know what I mean?
We look at a lot of things. We're looking at a lot of social media. What are people currently wearing? So a lot of things are inspired through things that are already happening with other people that we're seeing on social media. And we want different styles. Something that I really like is to be different and just like to pop. I wanted to have that little pop that's like makes you stand out. So I was like wearing something different, like a sunglasses. Like these I like because we can wear them indoors. So I like to say that a lot of my inspiration comes from Bad Bunny because I like Bad Bunny. I like his vibes.
Bad Bunny, bye.
Hey, shout out Bad Bunny.
He's very, very different,
Yeah.
and I fuck with it. I like it a lot. And yeah, I think just the retro kind of inspiration is kind of behind everything. Like just different kind of sunnies. We actually did a poll the other day and try to engage with our audience and kind of see like what are you guys liking, and we saw that a lot of people liked bigger glasses, like the bigger frames. So we're looking into that now. Like so, it's social media is helpful in certain ways.
Right. But what is there any bad with social media that you can say? Because you're saying it's good in some ways with the creative. Is there any situation where social media kind of like hindered the process for you ladies with with everything?
I would say, honestly, social media is very time consuming. Like, so time
Yeah.
consuming.
I'm not gonna lie.
My life does not allow me. Like, I can.
Nigga, you stay on Facebook.
I do stay on Facebook. Listen, I do, but that's at work.
On the clock. I'm getting paid to scroll on Facebook.
At work. When I'm home, sometimes I'm not really on Facebook unless like somebody's replying to something that I said at work.
Right.
But as far as like as far as like being on social media, it is time consuming as
Very.
well.
Really, really,
and especially
very.
when you're promoting a brand, because sometimes I know you want to answer, and I will say this. Sometimes with us, I feel like when we're promoting something, like if he's posting mad stuff already, I don't want to post stuff too, only because I feel like we're beating people over the head.
Yeah.
So like if he posts it one day, I'll try to post it the next day.
Yes.
Or you know what I mean, just so
Right.
it keeps that loop.
Yeah, because
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
the biggest thing when it comes to social media and branding yourself and all that, it's all about consistency. You know what I mean? You
100.
want from what I hear, the range is you want about 1 to 3 posts every day, which is crazy.
It's a lot. It's very
Yes.
time
At
consuming.
most, I'll do a post a week. Like I do not have the time. You know what I mean? So
I stress about my caption, period. Like already.
Yeah.
Like how am I supposed to do like three posts in a day? Like
people like,
And
you know
all
what, I
different
can't-
captions.
Right. Like I can't think of anything. Let me listen to a Drake song.
yes.
Right? Drake be having them caption, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever get to a point where it's like social media, especially with the type of business that you have, has too much input on what you're gonna put out? Because I can see it being as like, oh, we don't really like this. Can you just stay away from that? And then you try to go where the money is, instead of people don't really know what they like until you give it to them.
True.
Right.
True.
That's a fact. So far, what I've experienced with Instagram is like, luckily, we don't have thousands of followers, so I don't feel like we're cluttered or bombarded with a whole bunch of comments.
Yeah.
Not yet. You're right.
Not
Not yet. So, but I feel like we do a really good job with filtering like our feedback. So we definitely have a heavy focus on the good feedback and what we see and what they like, and we try to reciprocate that and do it better the next time. But if we get any negative feedback, which we haven't so far, like I think we're at a point where we know our foundation and our values that it's not going to affect us. Like we'll take into consideration what you're saying if it has value. Like if you're talking shit, like that's different. Like
Right.
but we know who we are, like our foundations, our purpose, and you're not going to bring us down.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that. Another thing I noticed about your social media, since we're still on it, is the pictures are really on point. And see, you guys take your time, like with the post, and you guys know what you're doing. And that's one of the biggest thing is that a lot of people, when they're doing something, they just throw whatever out there just to get content. But it seems you guys really take your time. You guys know what you're doing. Your photographer is really on point. I don't know if it's you and you know the new iPhones now you can do whatever, but like the pictures are really on point. And even the models, you guys have the models. Like, how do you go about that? Like the posting and the pictures, like it's really on point, and I'm really impressed. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm gonna let my partner answer this question, but shout out to DB Film Studios. They were our photographer and videographer, as well as Aaron Murphy, Eddie, my boy Eddie.
on point.
So
Hey.
shout out to all the local talent that has helped us. We usually
So
stick
dope.
with local
Yes.
talent.
Yes.
So we just want to kind of collab with everybody and get us all our awareness up there.
I
So
love it. The pictures are really on point.
Thank you. But yeah, that's what we do. We try to cater to local people that are trying to bring up their business as well. So like DB Films helped us. They're starting up right now. So we decided to collab with them. We like doing collabs with people. So we'll reach out to certain people. Like our first photo shoot, we collabed with Celebrating Skin.
Okay.
And we also collabed with Solita Soap as well.
Yeah. I want to have her on.
shout
too.
out to Solita.
Yes.
Cool.
Shout out to
Cool.
Lexus. Yes, for sure. So we like doing that. We like collabing with people and just kind of like being more of a community than versus just like promoting ourselves. So like we reach out to a lot of people to do that.
Is one of your goals to like have a partnership with another company like a Burberry and Flores or like you know what I'm saying? I mean, you mentioned Coachella and stuff like that. Would you
Facts.
ladies do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like partner up with another company and kind of do some dope shit.
So we actually
If
haven't.
the money's right.
True.
money's right.
True.
There you go.
So
I
I.
was wondering. You said local, but I'm
Nah,
like,
you're
would
right,
you?
you're
would
right.
do
Right.
Honestly, we haven't spoken about that yet. Like we're taking it step by step. Like we know what we can chew, like our battles. We pick and choose our battles, so we know what we can handle. But I would say like a shorter term goal for us is maybe having like a famous person rock our sunnies, like probably Danny Lay.
The goal.
Like yo, you imagine Danny Lay with some
Come on,
Flores
son.
sunnies though.
Come on.
I mean, hey, with her Levy Jean child, y'all do it for you.
Bad Bunny for her, or Bad Bunny.
Or Bad
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny.
Or Bad Bunny.
Yo,
You never
facts.
know.
Yo, if that really, if a celeb rocks your stuff, that will take you guys off.
Definitely.
So be it like my advice. I mean, you already know is be at every event and
Yes.
shop that shit. But
Yes.
hey, can you just put this on for me and take a picture, boom, bro,
Yes.
taking off.
I
Yes.
like that. I like
Yes.
that. I like
Really
that.
dope influences in Providence.
That is very
Oh
true.
yeah, you could do that
Get
too.
some of them.
Very true.
Start from there, work your way up.
Very true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like-
Yo,
Oh,
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
please,
Okay.
please, go.
I was gonna say, like, we always offer our sunglasses. Like, if you're going to take a photo shoot, like promoting yourself, your brand, like anything, we always say that you can use our samples as well, like as another collaboration method. So we love to collaborate.
Listen,
with
man, my
people.
next show, I like those unisex ones, so I'm gonna have to buy that and then rock it during the show.
Yo, I got you.
Yes,
I
yes,
got
yes.
you.
And what's crazy is like every time I perform, like I didn't perform that day. I was only as a podcaster that day.
Yes.
But usually when I perform, a lot of people don't know, and I've said it 100 times on here, is that I actually have a little bit of anxiety when I perform. And I performed a lot, but I still have that anxiety and like eyes on me, lights, and it's kind of like, damn. So what I do to take away from that is wear sunglasses. So yeah, so
okay.
a lot of my performances, if you do see them or online or anything, I have sunglasses on. So I'll be talking.
Yes.
Yes.
For real.
I feel
We're
that though.
excited.
It gives you like another boost of confidence.
Yeah, and it's like, you know how some people like looking at picturing everybody naked. You know what I mean?
Right.
Me, I don't. I just don't want to see nobody. Like to me, I'm
Yes.
like I'm by myself and I'm just singing my heart out, and it's like fuck everybody. Like no offense, I love y'all for coming, but I am by myself on that stage, and I'm just gonna do my thing. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But another thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, this is the product. So you said one thing that I really wanted to hone in on. You said there's indoor sunglasses. So can you elaborate more on that? You know what I mean?
So the ones we're wearing are actually indoor sunnies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to cater kind of to like just to be able to wear your glasses whenever you want. So like something like you want where you want to wear them while you're performing.
Yeah.
So that's just something that we want to kind of collaborate with or just get like bigger sunglasses that you can actually wear indoor. Because our indoor sunnies right now are kind of more small styles.
Okay.
And we realized that people are catering more towards the bigger styles.
But the smallest frames would come in like in style for a little bit a few years
Exactly.
ago. It was coming in. It was in,
It
like that
was.
wave of Rihanna doing
Right,
it, the whole
right,
nine.
right,
So,
right.
but now it's going back to
Back
the
to the
bigger
big size,
frame.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, you got to know when to dip in and dip out and kind of, you know what I mean, have a broader range. But yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, we're focusing on some indoor sunnies so you can rock them wherever you are, whenever you want. Like just wear your sunglasses
Hell yeah.
at any time.
As soon as I wake up, I'm like,
Yeah, wear your
Facts.
sunglasses, feeling like a
Facts.
baddie.
Brush your teeth,
you know what I'm
sunglasses.
saying? When I'm drinking wine.
Yes.
Exactly. So, since we're talking about the frames, what is your price range? Let's talk about the price range. And you know what I mean? Like where can they find it? The whole
Absolutely.
nine? Yeah.
So right now, the cheapest pair of sunglasses that we offer is $17.99, and then
That's good for me. I'm a broke nigga.
that's not. Hey.
I'm playing.
And
I mean, with this quarantine, you know, times are hard. You know?
Pennies.
yo, and then you guys got me cracking up.
Point.
And then
It's a comedy podcast.
yo,
Stupid, but sometimes smart.
Sometimes
Facts.
asterisk.
Name.
That's a
Two
caveat.
stupid dogs.
That's the
And
caveat,
Sometimes with the
okay?
asterisk, we're smart.
See, I said caveat. Big word. See, sometimes.
Hey.
Sometimes.
$5 word right there.
My bad.
and then so the most expensive pair we offer is $22.99.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
So very
so-
affordable.
It's definitely we want to make it affordable, but we also want to make it feel like you're gifting yourself. So we pride ourselves on the packaging experience. So we love to wrap it up like as if it's a gift, like with tissue paper and everything.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah, you got,
yes.
it's all about presentation. If you ever watch Chopped, all right, somebody could get chopped for just their presentation. All right, it's not
That is
just
very
about the
true.
product. You got to have the whole package. So good job on
Thank
that.
you,
know what I
thank
mean?
you. Facts.
All right, so another thing I wanted to mention, I didn't know if he was gonna say.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Well, no, I was gonna. woof, woof.
It got better,
It
right?
got better.
It got better.
It had a little bass in there. That one hitting, I'm telling you. I wanted to talk about the entrepreneur side. So let's talk about the journey. Like, did you ladies ever see yourself become an entrepreneur? Like so we were talking about ramen and all that and college days and the whole nine. So I really want to talk about like when you went to college, did you guys see yourself doing this? Was it just like you were gonna just work in a corporate, but then you took a turnaround like, no, I'm gonna work for myself? Or do you have like me, like we have a job and you know we're doing our hobby until it takes off or something like that? So I just want to talk about the journey from leaving college and becoming an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Like, was that something you ever thought you would see see yourself doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So then, okay.
You want me to start or you want to start?
I'll start because I'll forget my answer if I don't go first.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
We're polite, I feel.
We are.
So I would,
That's all your
yo, keep it classy. Keep it classy.
I was over here with it. I didn't want to spill it on my shit.
True,
I
true.
didn't want it to sit. It's all right.
To the line, please. Thank you.
No, that's all you
Okay.
get. Yours is on the table. Just put your lips.
Treat him nice. That's your partner.
Put your lips to the table.
Treat him nice.
No, he treats me like shit. It's okay. This is a love. This is a love-hate relationship. It's always love. Nah, I'm playing. Let's go.
So I would say I definitely from the get, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That I always had that drive. I wanted to own my own business, but I just never knew what it was in. I knew I liked fashion. I know I love desserts. I honestly thought I was gonna open up a bakery.
Okay, all right.
No bullshit.
You know what though? That's kind of a dope idea. A fashionable bakery.
Oh, you got me thinking.
Yo,
In a way,
facts.
dress up your like cakes. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
That's a
throw
good
it out
idea.
there.
That's a good idea.
Just give me 0.5%. That's all.
Alright. We'll come back to that. We'll come back.
40.
So then I ended up going to the university and I switched gears. I ended up studying accountancy rather than management because
Oh, God.
I got, yeah.
Listen, I'm in an
Yeah.
accounting class and but go ahead.
Yes, I got caught up in kind of the hype. Like, it's like, oh, you're going to get so much money. Like, it's so much more
Yeah.
valuable, this, and that. Management, you don't know what job you'll get.
But you know what though? I mean, not for nothing. With accountants, like you will always have a job. Everybody needs an accountant. So
That's a
like,
fact.
I mean, it's not a total. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a waste at
Yeah.
all. But even if that's something you don't see yourself doing now, the fact that you still have the knowledge, because you're always gonna want to know that anyway. Just like I'm in business, you always gonna want to know business as an entrepreneur. You want to know accounts. You need to know financials. So yeah, it's actually good that
I
you
need
went.
someone
And
to
now,
slap me whenever I'm about to spend some money.
okay, that
Freddie,
that
that's
can be-
you. That's not me.
I'm like, accountants don't do that, but
I
all
need
right.
somebody to punch me in my back of my head whenever I'm
Don't
You
spend
are
money.
dating a Dominican.
I think
so
you're looking for a different job.
She's doing it.
whenever
Check Craigslist.
You're dating the Dominican. She will definitely punch you in the back of your head if she hasn't already.
Shots fired.
Am I lying? I hate it here. Look at him. Look at his face.
Just don't comment. Don't comment.
Love you.
Yo.
She know who he is. Sorry, we
Are
mad
you
stupid,
done?
right? Oh my God! Like Morse code.
I think he's good.
I think he's good.
This might go through a seizure, but it's all right. But go ahead.
So then that's a fact though. Everything you said, because they actually say accounting is the language of business. So
Absolutely.
I don't regret it at all. Like, I think it's
Nice.
helping me with the career where I am now. So
Exactly.
no regrets. It's just, it kind of led me off my path. That's how I interpreted that.
Gotcha.
So I did some accounting jobs. I didn't love it. And then, so I guess I could have started this all sooner. Maybe Flores, this could have flourished sooner, but because I got off track, I did the corporate job. But
You got off track, but don't you feel that kind of helped too? Because you kind of had, how can I say, like you had experience and you knew like, you know what, this shit ain't for me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I will never go back in a sense. You know, some people
Exactly.
just don't know and
Gotta
they start
bump your
doing
head
this.
to learn.
Exactly. So you kind of, and it might have helped you. You gained that experience and that knowledge and you're like, okay, like I know what I need to do to make my business boom. And I know I don't want to be corporate anymore.
Yeah.
So like, I think it kind of, I mean,
That's a
I
fact.
can't speak for you, but
No, yeah.
I think personally it's a good thing to do.
I have no clue what accountants really doing to do, but I think that accounting is one of those things where you would probably need to go to school for. I guess.
Yeah.
And being
That's a firm yes.
Being a business owner is something that you don't need to go to school for, which is as long as you have the drive. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that didn't go to school. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. I agree. I agree.
So I think that in my opinion, I think you took the right approach. Was make sure you know about that money first,
Absolutely.
and then
Yeah.
get
That's a
into a
fact.
business.
Right.
That's a fact.
So even if you do need to go get another accountant, you know what to look for in that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you're absolutely right because you do need to go to school because you need the certifications, you need the degree with accounting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't regret the path I took either. Like, even though I feel like it took me longer to make Flores a thing because of the different journey I took, I would say I wouldn't have been ready anyways. Like, by the time I
That's
was
key.
graduating, like I wasn't ready, like mentally, to kind of open and start my own company.
Right.
And and even to understand those financial statements and understand the numbers and everything. Like I used to tell myself in college, this is crazy, because I used to tell myself in college, I'll be like, yo, I can't be a CEO. Like, how do I see myself running, making these big decisions, like all this? And it's like, I just wasn't ready.
I got you.
Yeah,
I
so.
got you. What about you, Ashley?
Talk to me.
Wait.
Damn, you caught her.
Huge gulp, too.
Right. So I actually went to URI only for 2 years. I was doing fashion at URI.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, I've always liked fashion. I've always liked just
Flores cakes. Sorry.
Flores cakes.
Coming soon, vibes. I like that.
I've always enjoyed fashion, but going to school, I never felt the connection. I always just felt like I was forced to do something, and like I just didn't like that. I like being free and liberal and just like being my own person. So I didn't truly connect with school. I ended up going into corporate America and getting a job in corporate America. I liked the money better at that time. I was young. And I ended up, I'm still in corporate America, but me and Betty have actually known each other since we were 5 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, we've known each other
Friends.
for 20 years.
What's up, them?
FRI.
Friends.
Click that for her, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So we've known each other for a really long time, and we lost touch for a little bit, and then we reconciled. She hit me up, and we were like, "Hey, let's hang out." And she's like, "I'm looking for a roommate." I'm like, "I need to move out." So I ended up moving in with her.
I saw the desperation in your eyes. Right there. I need to move out.
Literally,
Girl, I need this.
I need this right now.
This is God.
Literally, this is God.
It's the same
That
look he
was-
gave when I said he was dating a Dominican. He was just like, she know I love her. It's cool. I'm messing with her. Go ahead.
But so she ended up reaching out to me. I ended up moving in with her, and then we would just talk every day, and we were like, hey, like we want something different. We want something new, something that we really enjoy doing every single day. Right. And I saw her starting up with Flores, and I was just like, yo, this is so dope. And she actually asked me to style for her at our photo shoots that we would have. And that's something I truly enjoy. I love styling. I love putting things together. I love being creative in that way. So I'm super, super, super grateful for the opportunity that she's actually given me to do this with her. Okay. So yeah, that's a little bit of my backstory.
I love it.
Friends.
But it's crazy because our backgrounds are fairly similar. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people, you know, like school was never for me neither. Even though I was good at it, I just didn't like that. I don't even want, like, it felt like prison. Like,
Right.
like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
learning something you don't want to learn. And then it's like, and it's tough. Like, fresh out of high school, they're like sitting there like, oh, you have to know what you want to do. I'm like, motherfucker,
That
like,
was me.
like
Who
what?
the fuck
I
really
just
know what they want to do?
Exactly.
I still don't.
Right. I'm
and then we
like,
about to be
how-
30. Like, what
Exactly.
you mean?
You want me to tell you my whole life story, and like I just
Right.
turned 18, like how?
And then they're pushing college, but the problem is that when you go to college, not knowing what you want to do, you're getting something you don't like, then you switch in majors, end
Exactly.
up spending more money, end up going
Exactly.
more in debt. So, I mean, I always regretted it a little bit, but now being a lot older, like I'm like, you know, I'm glad I did, because what I did actually is I went straight into corporate America. I went to CCRI for about a year or two, and it was cool or whatever, but I was like, yo, I'm wasting money here. I'm wasting time. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I was like, maybe I'll come back later. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I was working, and, you know, I saved a lot of money. I did my thing. And I got that experience, which I'm still in the job now. So I am grateful, but, you know, it is what it is. But I went back to school for 6 years after 6 years, and they're paying for it. And because now I know what I want to do. Because now I'm like,
That's awesome.
I'm an entrepreneur now, you know, hosting and doing everything like that. So I was like, the best thing for me to learn is either accountant, like the numbers, or business. You know what I mean? So I went more to business. So now I'm in school for business, and I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and then, you know, I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah.
But back then, you couldn't tell me that shit. I did
Right.
not know what I was gonna do at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And I think it's honestly more meaningful too that you waited, because now you
Yes.
know you're taking probably the education more seriously. You're
Absolutely.
connecting the dots
You
like
know,
to your
4.0
real life.
strong, baby. We still rocking. You know what I mean? But absolutely, if you don't know, you're just gonna sit there running through circles. And I caught myself doing that. You know what I mean? And I actually was doing really bad. You know what I mean? I had a couple of A's here and there, but I was like partying, drinking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So kudos to you ladies. Like, you know what I mean? Coming back to it. But I really like the fact that you ladies are entrepreneurs, very strong. And also one of the things I also noticed was your empowerment vlog.
Yes,
right? Okay.
vlog,
So I want to
empowerment
make sure I get it
vlog.
right. vlog, you know what I'm
Hey.
saying? So what made you ladies want to start this? Or is it one of you or
It's
just
mostly her.
you? Okay. Just want to get into that because I think that's very strong. And I think this month is still Women Empowerment Month or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I should know that, to be quite
Right?
honest. But damn, I don't know.
You said it or something, or maybe somebody
Oh,
else
we're
said
in
it. I don't
March.
know.
Okay, we're in March.
Yeah. Yo, that wine coming through, bro.
It's the quarantine. I don't even know what day we're at.
No, that's
yo.
facts, though. That
Is
is
it
facts.
6, 7,
I was
8?
actually having a serious battle. I was like, when's the first day of spring? I don't even know. Like, I was
It
so
was the
lost.
19th.
It was the 19th?
It was the 19th. I looked into that.
Right? I was so lost. I was like,
Yeah.
damn,
She
this
got me.
quarantine
She
got me
knows.
This
fucked up.
quarantine, yes.
Right. But yeah, so the women empowerment vlog. So like, let's talk about that. What made you want to start that?
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you're supportive as fuck.
Yes,
girl.
sure.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yes.
let's talk about that.
So I started the empowerment vlog. So I did start it off as a woman empowerment vlog because that was who I was trying to penetrate at first. Like I felt like women, we need to empower one another, like kind of motivate each other to pursue our dreams and just keep us uplifted. But after a while, I started to realize like, no, that's not, you don't just, if you're trying to give attention to a group of people, you don't eliminate the whole other group. Like you include everybody.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
That's
decided
why you need the men line of fluoresce. I'm
That's a
trying
fact,
to stunt.
right?
Bad money, bye-bye.
Coming soon.
he knows. So I actually switched it up. It's just gonna be an empowerment vlog moving forward. It does include men and women now. So, but
Dope.
what encouraged me to start this was, I feel like people, when they have an idea, they usually don't execute. They don't carry out the actions they need to turn the idea into a reality. So this is just a vlog that's going to inspire you to carry out your dreams.
I like that.
Yeah, so we're just bringing people on the show that have also done the same. Like they've started their own journeys. They took that risk at the beginning, and we're talking about it. That's it.
That is so dope. Yeah, because I seen you had Lexus on there, so Lady Soap.
Yeah,
and you got
yeah.
Ladies Talked, and it was a dope vibe. And I seen the hello, what was
Queen,
it?
it's the Hello
I was
Queen in the
like,
back.
"Aight."
I'm
That's
gonna
in
have to
our
change
house
that to
too.
something else though. Now it includes everybody.
Right, we
yeah,
do gotta
true.
change it.
But you know what though? It's also not a bad thing. I understand where you're going from, and I support it. I'm like, hell yeah, like I want to empower too. Like I need
Yeah.
some help. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's nothing wrong with catering to women as well. Just because of the simple fact that if you get all the women and then you have them push forth and then you start like what you're doing with the shades, you know what I mean? It's okay to hone in on one, but I think you're still doing it right. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because I would enjoy watching like a guy coming from nothing, being something. I'm like, damn, I can relate to that. So it works out. I really like that model. So I mean, I know you preach about women empowerment and everything, but why is it so important now? Is it something that you just thought about, or is it something you thought about prior? Like, you know what? Like, I'm seeing like a lot of people not carrying out their dreams and whatnot. I need to talk about this now. What's so important? What drives you to do it now? I know you kind of answered it, but
I just honestly think that we as people, just as normal human beings, we can get very cluttered or just like lose sight of our purpose or what we want in life. And for me, my purpose is happiness. Like I feel like I am living out my journey purposefully if I am happy. So I just want to inspire people like through my blog to just think positively, like truly believe that you can manifest your dreams and your own reality by your words and your thoughts and like what you think. So if you think positively, if you believe that you can truly accomplish your dreams, then you can do that. So I just really want to help people think positively moving forward and just be very optimistic. Like we, as people and everything going on, like even kind of the quarantine and everything, like everyone's just focusing on the negative. And that's not good. That causes like a lot of stress to your body, like mentally, physically, everything. So
So I'm trying to make people laugh online.
Yes, we got to. We got
I
to.
mean, there's still some positive people. I went to the liquor store the other day.
hey,
And then I seen a group of niggas just sitting in front of the liquor store, tapping bottles, drinking, music blasting. I was like, you know what? I know it's supposed to be social distancing, but I love to see that. They didn't. It was just dope to see like nothing was stopping them. They're like, fuck coronavirus.
Yes.
Like, I'm out here. I was like, you know what?
making
Be
beats.
positive,
Be positive.
but stay away from me. 6 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up?
But I really like what you ladies are doing. It's really dope that you guys are preaching and being entrepreneurs yourself. You're paving the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're showing other ladies and also men, you know what I mean, that you can do it and you have to start somewhere, you know what I mean? But don't forget your mission and just work towards it. And even if you get sidetracked, you know, you worked in corporate America, that's not something you want to do, you've done it too. And anybody can be an entrepreneur, but it's about consistency. It's about just having the drive and being optimistic. You know what I mean? So if you change your mind, you can change the world. So I really appreciate that you ladies are doing that.
Like that, Freddie, like that.
Right.
Change your mind.
I was gonna say I like that.
Tupac shit.
I
you
like
heard
that.
Round and round. Anyways, but just a little bit because we already dedicated so much to the coronavirus, unfortunately. But that's really the main topic of everything. But I just want to talk about like, have you guys heard anything like? What do you guys like? What are some ways and tricks you, as an entrepreneur, you can like not let the coronavirus like hurt your pockets and ways to finesse? Because one of the things I would say, like an example, is Granny Squib, shout out to them. One of the things they're doing, because stores are closed and you know they can't sell their product, what they've been doing, and shout out to Kelly and Nick, but they've actually been dropping off Granny Squibs to people's doorsteps. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, like that's a way. Don't stop your money. Like you gotta hustle. So what are ways do you ladies feel like to battle this coronavirus and like staying consistent and everything like that?
Yeah, so absolutely. So something that actually happened in reality for us was that Cardi B.
Real coronavirus.
Yo,
My bad. I called.
You're gonna win a Grammy for that.
Oh, that's facts. She's so ratchet. I love it.
So something that actually happened to us was one of our shipments got delayed. So because of the coronavirus, we do import from other countries, and our shipment was delayed like a month. So it wasn't like a 1 week, 2 weeks. It was like a drastic ass like effect to us. So we've been having to kind of look into different sources for our merchandise, like maybe in the US.
Gotcha.
Just so we don't
American
encounter
made.
any conflicts.
Yeah, it might drive the price up a little bit, but at least you get it's consistent. You're getting that product. But I think with everything that's happening, I forgot who I was watching, but they really made sense. I was talking to my teacher actually. I'm sorry, but my professor was really talking about how like this virus is really going to show that as Americans, like we can't import and export all the time. You kind of need to have stuff made in America.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like the biggest thing, right? Pharmaceuticals, a majority of it is made in China. And that's the problem. A lot of people are getting sick. They're not getting the meds. Exactly. Yeah. So you can have like a good 60 to 70% made because over there because it's cheaper, understood. But you're also gonna need to have them made here just in case for things like this. You know what I mean? So yeah. So even as our merch are local anyway, but I'm not gonna lie, as business owners, you gotta go where it's cheaper. So if our merch end up eventually having to be outsourced and get it from elsewhere, I think you're still gonna have to have a home base as well, so it doesn't hurt for situations like this. Right. So you know what I mean. So as Americans, we gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying?
This also kind of showed us like we prior to this, like we didn't have any sources in the U.S. So it was kind of like as a small business, you need to have a plan B.
You need to have a plan B. Real talk. But yeah, so we talked about this prior. Not to we're gonna get a little bit, but one of the biggest shocks that happened, bro, Tom Brady, dog. We in New England, so we gotta talk about it. God damn 47.
Let me say something.
Lord,
I see people in New England feeling like they just broke up with a chick and saying like
that's so fast.
Saying like, yo, shout out to Chris. He was like, shout out to Chris. He goes, yo, man, I just want to see him happy.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh my God.
Like, yo, what the fuck you talking about?
That's a real fan.
Motherfucker left her.
That's a real fan. You know you love him if you want to see him happy.
Right. That is true. That is true.
Let him go.
Listen, like, and the thing is, like, a lot of people were saying, it's like, you don't drop this shit on us now. Like,
right.
Like, come on,
Crazy,
he tried to make it so nice on Twitter, and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, Boston's been my home. Fuck all that, man. We in the coronavirus.
We didn't need this right now.
But I also don't understand the people that fucking trying to like get rid of his jerseys and shit and burn it and shit. Or whatever.
Oh no, have you heard that? Like that's been happening.
I've heard people talk about doing it, but I haven't seen nobody do it. Actually.
Doing what?
Because
burning
burning the jersey and
Oh, that's a
They're
lot.
They're
That's a
about to
lot.
LeBron his shit. They're about to
Wow.
But it makes
It's
no
not his
sense
fault,
because
though.
it's not his fault. I mean,
Exactly.
dog, he's been taking pay cuts his whole career.
Exactly.
He's been a team player his whole career.
Right.
Like, dog, let him live now. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody I blame is Bill Belichick. Simple as that.
Or Kraft, you know what I'm saying? But
I think
it's more so
I
Bill
think
Belichick.
it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he did.
Bill Belichick understands he was getting old, and it was like, yo, it's not that I don't like you. It's that this is
It's
business.
still a
nigga.
business.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not mad at Bill Belichick. It is what it is. They need I mean, he said what 2-3 years. You got to think about the future. And I'm sure Belichick still want to coach.
and a lot of that is Brady being selfish.
Yeah. Well,
He's being selfish, bro.
not really, because if I think a good way. What
Let him
don't know
live. Damn.
What happened?
No. I was
Poor
gonna,
man.
No, I fuck with Brady. I'm not even a Patriots fan, but I do fuck with Brady. But I was gonna say, like, it's not. I don't even think it's necessarily selfish as well. Because even if he came back for the 2 years and stayed in Patriots, that's 2 years another quarterback could have learned under him. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? So
That's
and
true.
he has no problem teaching. I mean, Garoppolo still is a beast. I think a lot of it because of Brady. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's really selfish, but at the same time, you have
Baby,
to be.
kiss me through the phone.
What? She's getting a call the whole thing.
That's my dad. Shout out to my
Daddy!
dad.
Yo, did you guys see that video of Shorty calling her dad or daddy? Let's set her on the phone, but she called her dad by accident, and she was like twerking.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Shut
my
up.
God.
You a
Damn.
hoe just
Like
like
your mama.
Damn.
He goes, I can still see it moving. It ain't free.
she tried to stop still and was like this. She's like, "Yo, the phone is still going on. I know it's not stuck." Like, and she was like,
Oh, but he wasn't mad when it was his mother though.
"Oh,
when it was her
facts.
mother.
You a hoe just like your mother."
It's-
That shit
oh.
had me.
Y'all,
that shit
I
had
was
me tweaked, bro.
crying. That's
I was
why.
like, yo, how you just yell that shit to your daughter over the phone?
That's why you can't put your man's name on the phone as daddy,
Right,
man. Especially
right.
if you call
That
your
happened
dad
to me,
daddy.
though.
You know
That
what I mean?
happened to me when I was
Call
way-
something up. You
when I was
Spanish, you gotta
corny.
say papi. You know what
That
I'm
happened
saying?
when I was corny, right?
When I was corny.
Right, I had
God.
some girl. I had some girl saying that my under ma, right?
Oh,
right?
you're dumb.
So I let my aunt use my phone.
Oh
She calls her.
my god.
I was like, yo, this fast ass girl answered the phone.
Damn.
I think I was like 14, 15. Yo,
You had the nerve to put ma. Nah, man,
Lesson
can't do
learned.
That. Can't even do that. But back on Brady. But yeah, so I mean, he received 50 million fully guaranteed for 2 years, and he signed with Tampa Bay Bucks. And I want to cater to what you were saying about him being a team player, and for the most part, there was only one request he had, and I'm like, yo, what the hell was the one request? Like, what, you know what I mean? Does he want AB? Because everybody's talking about he wants AB and Todd Gurley, like he wants to build a whole team. And Bruce Arians went on the record and was like, no, that's not what it was. The one request he had was to have the phone number of every single player on that team. And I was just like, damn. Shout out to Brady. Hey, how can you be mad at a nigga like that?
And you call him selfish.
And you call him.
Shots fired.
No.
He wants to know all his teammates and he's selfish.
If you
Damn,
listen to what I
Betty, get
said
him.
before,
Get him, Betty. Get him.
if you listen to what I said before,
Get him.
with my selfish, I meant.
I'm gonna hide behind her. Get him. Get him.
Go.
By selfish, I meant there's no way he didn't have an issue with Jimmy G.
Of course.
And that's what I meant by selfish. It's like, yo, if you're getting phased out, you're getting phased out.
Yeah. That's
Simple as
understandable.
that. There's nothing you can do. What you went to your higher up
Yeah.
and was like and complained about it. That's selfish.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving on because you are, yes, definitely getting
And
old.
retirement is getting
Yeah,
close.
and retirement is getting close, and
Absolutely.
they need to. And when you said Brady could have trained on this, somebody could train on him. No, he wasn't letting that happen. He wasn't. This is not when he came into the league when
Right.
What's his name got hurt? Say again? Bledsoe. Yeah, Bledsoe. Bledsoe got hurt. Yeah, I mean, like, no, he sees his end coming.
Yeah.
But he feels like he has a lot more life in him.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I believe him. I think he does.
Yeah.
But it's still selfish. But do I think that he's a definitely better still a top tier quarterback?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he wasn't letting nobody come in behind him.
And you can't, and honestly, he
was a detriment.
You can't fault that. You can't fault that. But there's nothing wrong with going to the team. I know he spent his whole career. You know what I mean? I personally,
Bucks games now.
Right, yeah. And I can definitely contest. I thought he was going to retire if he wasn't going to get that contract with the Pats. But he's like, nah, we're going to prove him wrong again. So he went to the Bucks and shout out to him because even homeboy did it. Brett Favre did it. You know what I mean? And I think he won with Vikings or almost did with the Vikings. Almost did, right? And that proves a lot. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is that he's been getting shortchanged his whole career, minus the championship because he got the championship. So he knew he was doing it for a purpose, getting less money. And on top of that, you gotta think about it. He's married to one of the most successful supermodels. Giselle
richer than him.
Yeah, she got paid, so he was fine regardless.
Right.
But I think with the last 2 years, like, come on, like you gotta make your money. You know what I mean? And especially if you're going to another team with the offensive line that's not as good, there's a possibility you could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So him taking that contract, kudos to him. Get your $50 million, do the 2 years, and create a team, and hopefully you guys win. If not, you still got 6 championships. You know what I'm saying?
And you retired in Florida.
And you retired in Florida like a true New Englander.
A true New Englander.
That's where you go to retire.
That's
where you go to retire.
That's where we all go.
People retire in Florida because of this. They don't tax your income in Florida. Your whatever your retirement income.
Your retirement income.
Go to Florida.
Another place you don't get taxed, I believe, is Seattle. Seattle, like a lot of whatever you make, that's all yours. You don't get taxed in. You know what I mean? So that's really dope. I'm about to go to Seattle.
Money move.
Money
smart.
Gangsters don't die, they get chubby, and they move to Miami. They move to Miami.
That's it. Talk your shit.
That's a Lil Wayne song, by the way.
Oh, Lord. There was another thing you sent, bro, about Young Berg, so you want to...
Oh, yeah. Is there any way to pull up Young Berg's Instagram? In any way? Hitmaker?
But what happened anyway?
So basically...
You guys know Young Berg,
I'm
right?
interested.
Yes.
So he branded himself as Hitmaker, right? He was almost the victim of a home invasion. So a girl goes on live saying that Young Berg pistol whipped her, and that he held her kind of captive and beat her ass and shit.
Damn.
And he instantly came up with the facts and was like, she set me up. His
Hitmaker.
thing is Hitmaker.
HITMAKA, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You'll find it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So she set him up. The whole night she kept asking him, "Hey, let's go to the jacuzzi. Let's go to the jacuzzi." And you can see the robbers go to the jacuzzi area, and they look like visibly stumped, like, "Yo, this shit's supposed to be open."
The jacuzzi?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a gate right after the jacuzzi, and they're like, you can see them looking at it like, "Yo, this shit's supposed to be open," and they basically passed guns through the gate, jumped over the gate, because it wasn't open, and also when he grabbed her phone from her, she has shared her location with someone, like an unknown number. Yeah, so it's being investigated. Dude's faces are on the camera.
So you said something about who got pistol whipped?
Oh, he pistol whipped the shit out of her.
He pistol whipped
I
her.
would have pistol whipped the fuck out of her. She just set me up.
Damn.
But what were they gonna do?
Get robbed? Did he end up getting robbed?
No, he had the gun and they couldn't get past a certain point.
Okay, got you. All right.
They couldn't get past a certain point, so they kind of gave up.
Okay.
Damn.
But he would have. But he would have been. But he would have. But he would have got Smoke Perk. I'm not Smoke Perk. What's his name? Fucking Pop Smoke. Nigga would have killed him.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't even have mask on. If a nigga comes to your home with no mask on with guns,
They're
going to
kill
you.
Yeah,
That's it.
Damn.
That's true.
They come in for French Montana said it.
Go to his.
When they mask up.
Twitter. I mean, not Instagram. Yeah, go to his Instagram. He has the whole video of them breaking into his home.
That's crazy. That's a lot. If you could plan all that, why can't you get a job?
Oh, Lord.
That is very true.
Right? So, like, yo,
Right?
Talk your shit.
You could plan a whole attack. Why can't you plan
get a
a strategic action and like make some money?
Entrepreneurial. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yes.
stop letting people in your home that you don't really fuck with. Yo.
Facts.
True.
That's
Very
true.
true.
And
these people,
that.
Don't
Caveat.
care about you. These females don't care about you. These men don't care about you. Like, dog.
Especially if you out here getting money, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You really got to watch yourself. I mean, Pop Smoke said it. It was like, as soon as you get caught slipping, it's a wrap.
And look what happened to him. He had a party
Exactly.
the day before.
Yep.
Next day, he got killed.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
It's just, it's hard on him, especially in California where breaking and enterings are crazy now. That dog, from what I was hearing, is like it's a labyrinth up there when you get to the hills.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like the cops take forever, the cops to come get you. You know what I'm saying? And if they know you you're basically stuck up there until cops can get up there because it's all mini side streets and
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and,
LA got money too, man. You know, they got money, so of course they're gonna run up in your
and
house.
it's really if you can pull up the video, it's really scary because you really see these niggas like it's literally the fence is like a small little nook. And then you can literally like a little kid could slip through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They literally pass the backpack through to each other, and then hop the fence. And he was supposed to be in the jacuzzi with her.
Yeah.
She could ask him all day.
Wow.
Let's go to the jacuzzi. Let's go to the jacuzzi.
Straight up trying to play.
That's wild, man.
That's a
And
lot.
literally, nigga, they could have shot through the fence after the jacuzzi.
Yeah,
True.
and they hit him.
Right.
Exactly.
Nah, but you're right. If there was no mask, it wasn't gonna end well.
Absolutely not.
Not at all. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers are stupid because they look directly into the camera. He's like, oh.
It's like we're coming. We're gonna kill him.
Dude, something's wrong. The gate's like not open. Like,
Like, can y'all come down and fix it so we can get this nigga?
And I also
we had a plan. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up?
Up the shit, man.
You can say to yourself like, yo, he should have a pistol up there. That's fine, right? But fuck that. I have my life attempted. I don't
That's
give a
real
fuck
shit.
if you're a female or a man.
That's real
You
shit.
getting this work?
Unisex.
Damn.
These hands is
Unisex pistol whip.
nigga.
Flores did not say
Yeah,
that.
that's facts.
Flores did not.
Hands
Yeah, that's
is
not-
unisex, especially if my life is attempted.
That's facts.
And we people killed him when they heard the story. People were like, "Yo, monster!" Da da da. He
Yeah.
instantly put out those videos. Everybody was like, "Yo, this is fucked up."
That shit is wild.
Especially in the wake of Pop Smoke getting killed. Especially because of it might have been some type of female involved, or him, not even females involved directly, but him having women over and having a party and all this other stuff probably led to that situation being known of like, I'm over here. Because you don't know who's Snapchatting. You don't know where your address is being posted. You don't know who's talking to who's dropping them pins.
That
And
shit is wild.
and
Very true.
especially when you're a person of a higher caliber, you need to protect yourself.
Absolutely.
Very true.
Well, speaking of protecting, did you ladies hear about Gina Raimondo's executive order? Damn! You a hoe just like your mother! Getting a damn. You getting a booty call at 3? You getting a booty call at 3:45?
I got a cute little case, you know. Hi guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to end the live. Now I'll put you guys closer right here.
Oh my god.
Alright.
There you go.
Let's do
Move
this.
that. There you go. But yeah, so the executive order kind of it had a lot of stipulations, but pretty much Sherlav was pretty much informing us that she's trying not to shut down all of Rhode Island, right? Because now, as of Saturday, she said that restaurants and bars can start serving takeout and beer and wine as well. So she's trying her.
I heard
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, so they can start serving that. Right. Hey, pick it up. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? But and also state reported 12 new coronavirus cases Saturday, bringing the Rhode Island total to 66. So she's really pushing for the social distancing, but a lot of people are still not listening. Obviously, we ain't
Yeah.
listening. I mean, we're under 10.
We're
you know what I'm
under
saying?
10. We're
under
We
10.
good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we got 8
people.
We're good.
We just broke. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff is happening. But like you also said with the protecting yourself, I also got this also she's extending, which I'm kind of iffy about because the wait period to get a gun is normally 7 days. She pushed it to 30 days.
No,
And-
no, 100% true. I just got the let me finish.
Okay,
let me
go ahead.
finish.
No, go.
I just got we both have the emails from DNL.
Yes.
They cleared it up.
I know.
Oh, you about to go? Okay,
I know. I got it.
All right. Because several people hit me up about this. All right,
Exactly.
go ahead.
But this is what she signed that she's trying to do, to push it to 30 days. But the problem is you can't do that because it's in the Constitution. So she can't do that technically. But go ahead. You was going to elaborate more on it?
just
or-
saying that they were just saying that it gives the cops 30 days to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Instead of it has to it just gives them an extension to make sure, which makes sense to me a little bit, only because like the times that we're at, a lot of people,
the
there's an
line.
influx
There's a
of-
line out the door. I just went to go get some 9mm ammo really quick. You know what I'm saying? I got enough. I mean, so if, don't try it.
Me
but
too, nigga.
there's a line.
I showed my guns yesterday, so y'all niggas know not to come to my house.
There is a whole line outside the gun store. I mean, it's for guns and toilet paper, but you know, there's a whole line out of DNL. Like people are actually buying.
But why is the coronavirus? I'm assuming why is the coronavirus affecting gun sales?
Oh,
Well, and people are thinking it's the end.
doomsday prepping.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Doomsday prepping.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
It's one of those.
So you're
things
telling me
where-
I gotta go get a gun?
Go get a gun.
I mean, no, listen.
I mean.
listen. The only thing I will say, I'm always for. I'm a strong gun advocate, and yes, get a gun, but only if you know how to use it.
Well, I don't know how to use a gun,
so don't get it. Go practice first, because
Something.
accidental shootings happen.
Right,
so
right,
you
right.
want to know how to use it. So before we say go
Go get one,
please know how to
practice
use it. Yes,
I'm gonna go on a mini
before
rant.
you buy it.
I'm
Please
sorry.
go
Mini
ahead,
rant.
brother. It's your
Okay.
show. It's your day.
This has
Be a
this-
bad
I've
bitch.
been telling people. Me and Freddie have been telling you to go learn how to shoot a gun.
They don't want to listen.
Do not listen to these fucking Democrats
They hard-headed.
that tell you that you don't need the same guns that the military has, or you don't need all this other shit. Doug, they are lying to you. When this shit goes to fucking hell, you want to have the bigger gun. You don't. Since when does protecting your life mean you need to be equal with somebody else? That makes no fucking sense.
Talk your shit.
If you value your life like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me that why you would say we all need handguns. Criminals do not abide by the law.
For sure.
Okay? I think that this is a wake-up call for a lot of people because my inbox has been booming. How do I get a gun? What do I need to do?
Yeah,
Can you
same
take me
here.
with you to go shooting? Like, I've been trying to picture you guys this, and you guys have been saying, oh, you're crazy, you're crazy. Like, dog, listen to me. I'm not asking you guys to go get the biggest gun in the market. I'm not asking you guys to be even gun enthusiasts. I'm saying get you a nice little 22, shoot it every so often so you get a good feel on it. Keep it in the back of your closet. You never
Locked.
know. You never know what you're gonna need it for. You never know when you're going to need to protect your life. You know what I'm saying? Women need to be taking combat training. They need, like, Doug, you need to take your life into your own hands. There has never been a time where cops have been have prevented something. They're always reactionary. So that means that they're going to clean you up after they kill you. They're never going to help you. They're going to clean you up.
Right. And when you go to the range and go shoot, make sure you sanitize the gun and wear fluorescent sunglasses. All right? But no,
Take your life into your
I had to
own
plug that
hands,
in for
man.
you. Come on.
I'm
Take your life into
feeling
your own
heavy
hands.
after all this gun talk.
Yeah, that's why I was just like fluorescent glasses. but no, but
You
you're
don't
preaching
understand,
right
like,
though.
people,
It's
like,
understandable.
people will sit there and tell you, like, yo, you'll be surprised how many people have guns in their homes. No, you'll be surprised how many people don't.
Yeah.
Like, I can show you my inbox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people still don't take it seriously until their life is in danger.
Yeah,
And people
that's
will
the
break
problem.
into your home. Karen, you're going to get tissue and shit. When the
Karen.
world ends, the tissue is mine. What are you talking about?
Right. That's big facts. But
I don't care. Listen, don't come to my house looking for me. I'm already going to get my family. Like,
That's
I'm
big
gone.
facts.
Don't come for me.
That's big facts. But the reason why there's been an influx of it is because it's just people are just prepping that it might get worse. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
It's
And-
going to get worse. There is no
Exactly.
cure right now for it. Right? This is going to be a 1 year, 2 year thing. You think that 6 months is going to have? No. There's no way to even get a cure to that many people in 6 months. There is no even, oh, we're close to getting the cure. Have you seen anything that said we're close to getting the cure for this?
Not at all.
No.
I think their main focus right now is just trying to contain it. That's
But
why.
Yes.
this whole thing's
I
happening.
thought after about 14 days, it kind of just like evaporated from, like, it was
Right,
it's cleared
if
from
you're
your
doing
body.
it, but the problem is that people aren't listening, so it spreads just as fast.
You
so
can get
if
it
you're-
again.
That's
Okay.
yeah. If there's absolutely with another strand and whatnot. But the biggest thing they're just trying to preach is that they're just trying to contain it. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's no cure. There's no cure for the flu. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
There's
just
not.
vaccines every year. It changes, it develops, it just happens. So they're just trying to get that first one, but they can't do it if people are not listening and if the hospitals are full. So one of the things I heard about, obviously, everybody already knows about Italy. But another country that's really bad right now, and from what I'm hearing, that there's piles of bodies, and it's getting to the point where I don't want to relate it to this, but it's getting to a point where it's kind of seeming like the Holocaust. Like they don't even have. It's so many bodies that they can't even cremate on time. And they're backed up, and this is in Spain, and this virus is really doing is really. So they're just so the U.S. is 66 cases. Well, Rhode Island, I'm sorry, and. Thank you. 83 this morning in Rhode Island. And the biggest thing is that they're just trying to contain it. And though there's no cure, they're just trying to make sure that it's not spread while they're trying to find something for it. So go ahead.
I have 2 points to add on to that. I'm sorry if you had
No. Go.
2 points is that as somebody that dealt with kidney issues, right, and had fluid in their lungs, this disease puts fluid into your lungs. There is no cure for that if you don't have hospital treatment. You know what I'm saying? You will die. I don't care how you feel your immune system. Like if you actually start getting that sickness, some people just don't get sick. You know what I'm saying? But if you start getting
healthy.
sick and shit, like dog, there's no helping you, especially if you can't go to the hospital. And that's the second point, is that it's not about that the succession rate of you beating this would be high if we had enough beds for you. There's not enough resources to make sure everyone can get taken care of. That's why people are dying.
And that's why there's a quarantine. And that's why
That's why they're telling you stay in your fucking house.
Yeah.
Because at some point our health system will crumble because we can't take care of everybody.
Right. Yeah. Doctor offices are closed, so a lot of people can't even go to the doctor. You're gonna have to end up going to the hospital, and when you go to the hospital, you're more exposed to it because there's people in the hospital that have it. So just really be careful.
Also,
out there.
don't confuse my allergies with corona. I already had corona.
Coronavirus.
Yo,
I had my corona.
you better
and I
cough
beat
the
it.
other way. Don't be looking this way.
Fluorescent glasses will save you.
Coronavirus.
Just block them with the fluorescent joint.
Protect your eyes with fluorescent glasses, and now's the time to get you.
Thank
some of these.
you. That's a
make
fact.
some, make some.
We should make some
Make
stylish.
some stylish ones.
We
should,
There you
we
go.
should.
Glasses.
That's a fact.
We should.
I'm gonna have to write down all these ideas.
Right?
Fluorescent cakes.
Masks.
You know what I'm saying?
Check.
Get me on that motherfucker. But another thing I wanted to point out before we, the last thing was Donald Trump again talking a way to combat everything getting shut down. He's talking about giving everybody $1,000. And it's crazy because a lot of, I would say the people around me, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but a lot of people around me don't really fuck with Trump. But it's quick how motherfuckers switch up real quick.
That's
when
a
they
fact.
come in.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
But in all honesty, though, like Udi wrote it, said that it's like, what is $1,000? Like, what? $1,000 is really like $1 nowadays.
That's a
honestly.
fact.
Like, that shit will go like this.
Honestly,
but do you
yeah.
think it like?
Go ahead, finish.
No, yeah.
Yes,
Do you
finish.
think that
Honestly,
it's-
$1,000 will pay my rent.
There you go.
That's all.
But at least it'll
$1,000.
pay for a month.
It'll pay something, for a month,
Right.
But it won't get food in my system. It won't get the things that I really need on an everyday basis.
Right.
I mean,
While
a
this is
roof
happening.
while this is happening.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's.
I don't know if it's going to be a continuous $1,000 or if it's just a one thing just to combat
Right.
it or whatever. And again, we don't know how long this is going to go. If this happens, this quarantine, let's just say it happens for 4 to 5 months, you're going to give us $1,000 every month,
right?
Like, let's
That's a
be real.
fact.
And a lot of people are going on record saying, "Oh, Donald Trump's going to give us free money." No, motherfucker, that money's not free.
That's a
Exactly.
fact. That is
You're
not
going
free.
to pay that.
That's
in the
our
end.
money. Actually.
Eventually,
That's probably
you're
our
definitely gonna pay
taxes.
it.
It's,
Yep.
yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
That's my thought on it. I guess I don't know too much about it. I just heard
Yeah.
he's gonna give us $1,000. If you got kids, you got an extra $500. Lucky you.
I got kids.
Are they lucky though? Them badass. Are they lucky though? Them badass
But-
kids, man. Keep the
but-
500.
Yo, it makes me think though, like, what is the effect of this? Like, yeah, you're giving us $1,000, but how is this gonna affect us later?
You have to
Right.
account it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
you know
You're
numbers.
right.
You know
You're
this
right.
shit's gonna come back
Like-
at
Said
the
this
end
on
of the year.
Facebook. Black people don't go buy a TV with your $1,000.
Oh, man.
You don't need it.
Actually, if you in the house all day and you don't have a TV, please go buy a TV.
We
don't have one. We don't have a TV.
We don't.
do not
We have
have a
an
TV.
apartment with no TV
No
in
TV.
our
We
bedroom.
lived there for
or-
1 year with no
How
TV.
I'm sorry, but how does that work?
Like,
like you got
just
rebooked.
We are surviving.
believe it or not, we
Yeah.
talk. We have conversations.
We have deep
That's
conversation.
crazy,
We're
right?
positive.
So we have this TV back here. I don't think Sure Live needs it. For Flores, we might make a donation.
Damn, I'm like,
But,
where would we even put that? Like, we don't got
honestly,
space
we
for
really
that,
have
yo.
no room.
Right?
Y'all end up crippling their business. I end up watching mad shows and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all getting things done.
Right.
That's why they're so productive.
Right.
So was the TV like not getting TV? Was it on purpose, or you just kind of like whatever?
We just whatever it is. Like
Okay,
we moved
that's
in. When I moved in, she was already living there. So when I moved in, we just kind of like
We don't need
didn't think about getting a TV. And then every time people come over, we're like, oh
shit.
we don't have a TV. we
But
gotta talk. We're gonna have conversations.
I like that. It forces conversation. It forces all that.
But we're considerate. We got the wine ready. We'll probably
We cook for you.
Right?
We cook everything.
We'll probably
At
have
least.
food ready. Like, we think at least.
We got
like,
dessert. We got everything.
It's a fact.
Kick the feet up, fuck the TV.
fact.
Yes,
I actually like that. Like a lot of the things, like a lot of people in their bedrooms they don't have TVs. You know what I mean? Because like this is a place you sleep. You want to watch TV, go watch in the living room. Fuck that. I grew up watching TV all the time. But I get it though. I get it. But I have to have a TV. But
I'm not gonna
But
lie.
it's a little
I
different for
heard.
guys.
43 inches busting in my room right now.
oh shit.
Listen, I've been playing.
That didn't sound safe.
Listen,
Like and you just talking about the
it's
television.
Going up. It's going up
Yo-
in my room right now.
yo,
It's a party in
Your
there.
Westinghouse is busting.
Listen, it's a party in there. I don't even use my living room.
Facts.
There's a whole bunch of shit in there that I don't even know what it looks like in there.
Talk your shit. That Call of Duty is going.
No,
I
I spent half of my life with depression and on punishment. I've been in my room.
We've
half
been
my life.
Black people been quarantined their whole life. We've been
Exactly.
prepping for this shit, man. We
Exactly.
good.
I don't give a fuck about this shit. I've been
We
home
good.
having fun.
Listen, man. Hey, look. When I was working from home all last week, well, I was chilling. And it was funny because I didn't want to leave the routine of what I usually do. So like, I'm at home. I finish schoolwork, and I'm like, I'm gonna take another shower.
right?
And then I put another set of PJs on. I'm like, all right, back to work. Like, it was the weirdest shit. It was absolutely weird, but I fucked with it. I was like, God damn, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had another glass of wine. I was
Literally.
like- but I didn't want to get out the routine, so I still kind of moved like I was about to leave the house. I was about to put jeans on. I was like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm working
So-
from home all this week, and it's about to be lit.
Oh, you about to chill, bro?
Yo, what I did
I'm
yesterday, I
going
didn't
into
work out
it.
yesterday. That school in front of my house, I walked around that like 8 times.
There you go.
And
And that's another thing. People mad about the gym and shit. Like, yo, if you
There's
about this life,
nature.
you can still
do some
go
push-ups.
outside.
Yeah.
We went for a run today, this
That is
morning. We
facts.
went on a bike path and we went for a run.
I'm not even gonna lie. Because of the quarantine, I found a bike path.
Right.
Like near my
Right.
house.
See?
Found
Right.
one.
Right.
Because
Look at
shout out
that.
to the quarantine.
Look
It ain't
at
all
that.
bad things.
Yes.
Look at that, making
Yes.
new
Let's go
discoveries.
for a hike,
It's
yo.
forcing,
Let's go
it's
to
forcing
that
these
place
fat,
that
it's
we're
forcing these
nothing.
fat little kids to go outside and play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I know it sounds bad, but for real though. Yeah, I need to go outside and play. But you could stay outside. Just
Yeah, just don't go outside and touch
Yeah.
shit. Don't go licking poles and
like
shit.
one of
you
the biggest
nasty.
things, like a lot of
Y'all
germs.
seen that video of that little girl licking the fucking pole?
No.
Like,
Oh,
it
no.
was like
Oh,
a
my
railing.
goodness,
A little,
no.
little white girl licking the railing and shit.
like,
Like,
what?
ew.
That's disgusting.
You know,
I know you gotta get creative because of the quarantine, but that's a lot. That's
Not
a
even
lot.
creative. Another thing I saw in the news was like these cops are looking for these kids, and I don't know if they have the virus or not, but they're sitting around coughing on like they go into supermarkets and coughing on the produce.
That's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
Nah, that's fucked up, man. Like,
That's a little fucked
nah,
up.
bro.
That's fucked
Like,
up.
that's not cool.
This was last year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But what's
Right
this?
now?
No.
Anyway, you're supposed to be washing your fruits and vegetables anyway. People,
Right,
a lot of people
right,
don't.
right,
but at
right.
the same time,
It's
it's
a
like
fact.
these motherfuckers out here being
Oh,
ignorant as hell.
I
Like,
think it's coughing on people.
no,
No.
on your food.
You still thought that was funny?
exactly. Like, what are you doing, man?
So it's coughing on people's stuff.
we know.
I'm about to start all these churches are going live and shit. I'm about to start watching these church lives in the mornings.
There are. All the churches are going live.
BT's popping right now.
BT.
That gospel. That gospel Sunday.
Bring back B&T Uncut and then
And then go to God. Yo, that was always the worst.
Look at her.
Oh,
Look at
she's
her.
licking the pole.
Look at her.
Dang, that's like a train station too.
Ooh, think about all
You
the.
picked the wrong
That's
pole.
She got mad bumps, nigga.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh. Damn.
I can get herpes at 9.
Oh
Stop.
my goodness.
She's going down. She started off all wrong.
Coronavirus.
She started off all wrong.
But let's end this really quick. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming through this amazing episode. I really love your minds. You guys are really dope. You guys are moving. The consistency is there. I love glasses. As you know, like me and Sherlove, like wear sunglasses all day. We love it. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. Yo, there was actually a pair that actually works. Listen, we're going to talk to them.
All right.
We're going to finish this
Talk to
wine,
me
we're gonna talk.
later.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're going to talk to you
yes.
nice. But before we go, before you go, just plug in one more time where they can find your glasses, your Instagram handle, your website, whatever it is,
Yeah.
or any last messages you want to say to the audience and anything.
I'll let you go first, Ramis.
Well, thank you guys for having us. Thank you for inviting us here. We can be found on Instagram at shop.flores.
How you spell it?
Flores is spelled FLUO.
Yep.
I always get confused on it too.
Dead ass. It took me a while. I was like,
Same thing with our podcast.
yeah.
Goddamn 47.
So FLUORESCE.
Nice.
Do you know what that means?
Hey, I hate this nigga so much.
But we also have a website where you can make purchases as well. So that's www.shopflores.com.
Nice.
And I would like to leave off with a little message.
Please talk to him.
So,
Talk to him. The
you
floor's yours.
know,
Let's slide
our
out the
people's
frame.
You know,
Talk
talk to me nice. Nah. So you know, in the wake of this like epidemic with the coronavirus, everything going on. So Rhode Island is actually made up of about 98% of small businesses, surprisingly. So
A lot of people don't know that, yeah.
yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Who you supporting?
Exactly. So like just while you're at home, like if you're about to buy anything, whether it be like groceries, food, like anything, just think about your small businesses. Like really support them. This is actually hurting them a lot. Like a lot of them have closed their doors and they're trying to keep creative in ways that they can still make money. So just support in any way that you can. Like it's gonna go a long way. It's probably gonna keep them in business and
I have to add after that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, but it's. I mean, I hate to like dive into just a little bit, but it's crazy because small businesses, even though it's we have a lot here, it's never really been supported. Like as soon as the boom with Walmart, like Amazon just took over. You know what I mean? So it's very unfortunate. So I love the fact that you said this message again because these people are really hurting. I mean, they've been hurting, and now with this,
it's worse.
They might close their doors down for good. You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? It's
Literally.
very unfortunate. But go ahead.
So also message to creators. This is your time to create.
Ooh,
You're locked
talk
in.
your shit.
This is your time. If you ever wanted to make a YouTube channel, this is your time.
Talk your shit.
You're making music. Everybody's home.
Yes.
They have no reason not to listen to your music.
Yep.
That goes for Freddie too.
Oh God, I need you to call me out.
And
It's being mastered.
so he got 2 in the tuck, guys. Yo, real shit. If you listen to this, bother Freddie from now until he puts the music up. Just
hit his DMs.
Hit his DMs.
Slide.
Bother the fuck out of him.
I'm doing the snippets. I'm doing a little cover.
Nah, bother the fuck out of him. He needs to drop that shit.
Got you. I got you. But you're absolutely right. This is the perfect time to don't just sit in your ass and just watch Netflix all day. This is the time to really just really hone in on your skills and your craft. To really start thinking about your brand. One thing that I've personally been doing is, I mean, because of this whole stock market crash, I've always been wanting to get into stocks.
Me too.
And now we're part of Carlos Then's close friends list. If you want to know more, hit us up. But yeah, I'm actually been learning about option trading and really. So I'm quarantining and educating right now. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Somebody
I
owed me
like
some
that.
money
Do your thing.
from a while ago. He paid me my money. And I
like
invested
that.
it.
I like
I invested it right.
shout out to
I
that.
invested that right into stocks.
The fact that you got money back, you know,
Right.
Times is tough.
Nigga, shout out to him, but it's been like 2 years.
It's okay.
Like,
you got it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Let's stick to the good while
I
we're.
love you though. I love you though.
But during this quarantine, I ain't got no TV, so I'll be expecting some
Something,
some
right?
news, some
That's a
new
fact.
shades,
Yes.
Flores
yes,
cake,
yes,
something.
We're working.
Yo,
We're
I got
working.
you. I got
We're
you.
working.
We got something special coming.
We do. We got
Yes.
something special.
And we have
Absolutely.
some shades for the men's coming too. So
Yes.
stay tuned.
Yeah,
I got you.
In the
I'll wear
works.
them. I won't be able to drive or nothing, but I'll wear them.
Just wear them
I
over
got
your
you.
glasses.
Just
There
for
you go.
fun.
Yeah,
That's it.
I got you.
Yeah, you go. There you
I
go.
got contacts. I'll do it.
You good. You
Alright,
stylish.
lit,
so.
lit.
But thank you so much for tuning in. It's been Two Stupid Dog. It's also been Flores. Make sure you hit them up, their IG, everything. You already heard it. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming through. Also, the Women Empowerment vlog.
Yes,
also dope
yes.
as fuck, so make sure you catch that
Much
on YouTube
needed.
Check that
as well.
out.
You already
Yes.
know. All right, Two Stupid Dogs. 1, 2, 3.
Woof woof. It got better though.